Okay, hello everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I don't see the purpose of a long intro. We're just going to do what I said we're going to do in the thumbnail, and that is work on the pieces that we started in my last video, where I want to do an abstract floral using the bush outside my house. Okay, so I have my barn door open. I let a lot of natural light in, so if you hear dogs, kids, cars, I'm sorry. All right, this is my favorite one right here. It's the favorite um, piece so far of all the mock-ups. Okay, guys, I had to take a break, step back, and evaluate what I have going on here. The actual reference, the bush that's in my yard that I'm drawing inspiration from, one side of it is lighter and one side of it is darker. One side's in the sun and one side's in the shade. That's kind of what I'm going for here. I feel like the flowers look a little too much like flowers, so I've got to figure out how I'm going to fix that. And I'm not feeling the color of the flowers. They're more of a purpley on the bush. I really don't like that either, so I don't know what color I'm going to go with. And this, I feel like this needs to be moved down or over. Okay, and then this is going to be in the picture, and I'll pop it in somewhere during editing. In the picture, there are little, very fine, skinny branches, twigs, all in the bush, all over the ground, all through the bush, sticking out, and that's what this is going to represent. You know, all through the, I'll be popping them in all through the painting. But that's what this is supposed to be. And I love using this. It makes really fine lines. I couldn't get this with a liner brush if I tried, or a rigger brush, none of that, because I'm just too heavy-handed. So this works really well. Okay, so that's where I'm at. That's my thought process. I just wanted to update you and let you know what's going on, so you're not looking thinking, what the hell is she doing? That's what I'm doing. All right, so let's get back to it. Actually, my value finder came in, you guys, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad to have this. And wowzer, I need some more super darks in there. Yeah. Okay. But let me hold it up here so you can see what this looks like looking through the value finder. Okay. Over here is where we're looking. Actually, let me pick it up for you. Hold on. Okay. So this is what we're looking at. And I'm going to hold the value finder. Let's see. How can I do this? There we go. So that's what it looks like when I'm looking through the value finder. Okay. All right. So let's get back to painting, you guys. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next and what my next step will be. And I think I'm gonna cover up most of it and rebuild. We're gonna veil over it and then start rebuilding layers again. So let me take the sweater off. Hold on. Or drag it through the paint. Okay. And I'll use parchment for this. And a little bit of titanium white. I'm just gonna start over here. Alright. Make this deep purple color here. Ultramarine and alizarin. And go in some of these over here. Just wiggle my brush around to make like a shadow color for these over here, because these are the ones that were in the shadows. Really, this one like they are. I'm actually going to bring out this. Use this roller. And I want to roll I love Nova's yellow ochre. Love it, love it, love it. This brush. Yeah, I like the marks this is making. Put a little bit on this side, not a lot, because this is the darker side. Remember, this is the shadow side. So, keep most of it over here. And let's fill out some of this umber on here. I hope you guys can hear me. My microphone's been acting up today, so I don't know. Just talking earlier and picked up absolutely nothing but air conditioner. This is the only thing about Nova. If you let your lids get caked with paint, which mine are, they are hell to close. Right? Yeah, I love that. Love, love, love how this these patches of color. Don't forget to mix these colors. It's sticking on my face. Yeah. Nice. Okay. All right. And one with a green. Put some down. Actually, what I want to do with this is mix it. I like it mixed with that yellow that we put out a while ago. Yeah. So let's mix some of this in here. All right. Be a little bit more mindful about what I do with this green because it is very, very green. All right. See this for a minute. Okay. Payne's Gray. Love Payne's Gray. And we're just gonna just a little bit in, just a little bit in, especially down here at the bottom. This is our shadow area, the bottom of the bush. You know, where there's no light. Actually, I'm gonna move that one. A piece of stuff here. Okay, we're gonna move this one down this way. Okay, so that one's gonna be coming out of that way. And let's get some, just give a hint of flowers in the bush. That one's a little more purpley than what I want. I'll have to go over that. That's spread it all over the carpet. Okay. So take this. This is our brighter, lighter side. This. Just a dab of that. Okay, now. Put you in here. Keep off my leaves for a minute. Hurting. Okay. Let's see. Pretty good, pretty good. Everything's laid over here, up here. My rows of third looking pretty okay. Let's see. Yeah. This one can still use some moving over, but I'm gonna leave it where it's at. Okay. Alright. And we'll do some darks in here, guys. This is looking very, very mid-tone, flushed out, midi. So, actually, you know what? I'm put this up. We're not going to use paint. We're going to use some of our oil sticks. Okay, I'm going to have to set that to the side and work with it. Getting it closed right later. I have got it all over me. Okay, so let's get. Where is that? That's a dark green. Dark brown. A dark brown, but it's a brown nonetheless, I guess. Just get some marks up in here. That's what this green looks like against it. Yeah. What this mini color will look like on here. That's really bright. No, I kind of like it. We'll just push it around and what catches, catches. Right? This one's smooth like butter. I wonder what the difference is. Why the minty one's smooth, but the brown one's kind of not. Hmm. This is a neutral gray. So, let's see what we can do with this. So I popped out an olive green and a neutral gray here. I'm going to see. Oh yeah, I like that color. That is nice. Ah, that color in there. I like that. And I paint over my old sticks all the time for the simple fact this is just something I'm doing for me. I'm playing with. This isn't, nobody's buying this, nobody's commissioned this, so I can pretty much do whatever I want to do with it. I love that bright green in there. I like that. Give that a punch or two in some other places. Yeah, I like that. I like this neutral gray also. I covered up all my marks, and at least some of my marks showing. Well, this is right up against that flower. Yeah. And this is supposed to be our lighter side. Gotta get some dark in there. It's not quite dark enough. Well, it's dark to our eye, but you put the value finder in there. My values are nowhere near. Right up in here could be darker. This could be darker. I'll go with this. Right up in here. I don't know. No. I'll go with right up in here. Make this a little bit darker. This a little bit darker. And this, and here. So I said this is gonna be darker, and here can be darker, and up in here can definitely be darker. This is our focal right there. bump that darkness right up against those bright pink flowers. Right up against them. I'm going to pull it down this way to land under this flower. Drawing the eye. Because contrast will always pull the eye in. That strong contrast is where the eye will go first. I don't want it to run off the page, so I'm going to bring it out. Alright, let me check. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much, much, much better. Now I actually have a light, a dark, and some mid. Okay, yeah, I like that. You don't want it to be stark green-black. You want some kind of mid in between there. And that's what this gray is doing. This gray is like a bridge. While I'm letting it sit right up against those flowers, I kind of feel like it's starting to come together. A little more than what it was before. A little more on the abstract side than the wrong side. Let's see. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Yes, much more pleasing to the eye. Okay. All right. Now, we'll go back and I'm going to use that gray. I'll pop some more of that gray out. I'm going to pop some titanium in it. That might be too bright, too light. I don't want to draw. I don't want to take attention away. On my little branches that I want to stick in here. Yeah, I have to darken that. Okay. Let's see. Let's just test it out and see how it looks. If I think it's taken away from the focal, we'll draw back on it and get rid of it. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay. Look how that looks. Okay. And some of them I'm just putting right through the flowers. I'll tell you what I like cooking out, and that is that freaking mint colored oil stick sticking out in certain places. I am loving the way that looks. So I'm going to pop that in a few more places. I'm going to pop it right up against this black right here. Just like that. Just smudge that one. Yeah. A good read on what the color is going to look like. I might have covered up a little bit too much of my black.